Turn Alert. Turn Alert. Turn Alert. Turn Alert.
What is going on, guys? This is the Club of the Man 1993 back up here for a third episode of WWE Turn Alert. We are recording tonight and episode number 310. This one talks about AJ Styles turning face tonight on his return to SmackDown. This is the first time we had seen AJ Styles on live TV since this past June, I believe, when he lost to Cody Rhodes at Clash at the Castle in the I Quit match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Now, this kind of caught me off guard. I was very surprised to see AJ come back as a face. Although it was in Nashville, and Nashville, I guess, was the home of TNA for a long time. I don't know if it still is. I don't know the whole case with TNA and Impact and whatnot. So he definitely was popular, and he was greeted with like a rock star reaction. Now, the special guest, Hardy, actually instead of introducing him as the Phenomenal One, he was introduced as the Phenomenal Forearm AJ Styles when he came out. But AJ came out and he starts high-fiving fans like, okay, I guess he's back as a face. His heel run was very short. He came back, he was like slowly turning heel when he was involved with the Fatal 4-Way match at Royal Rumble with him, Roman, Randy, and LA Knight. And then he went full on heel when he flew 18 hours across the country just to screw LA Knight over inside the Elimination Chamber. And then he was the heel for his feud with LA Knight. He was a heel for his, he softened up a little bit for his match at Backlash with Cody Rhodes. But then he pulled the whole Mark Henry retirement thing, and basically that got more heat for his match for the I Quit match with him and Cody at Clash at the Castle. And he comes back now as a face, which kind of doesn't make sense to me, because again, I love AJ Styles. Hall of Famer, definitely one of the best in the past few decades. However, he kind of really hasn't been booked the best since, in a few years, I gotta say. He was a heel, I'd say ever since he turned heel again, back in 2019. His booking has, I'm not saying it's been all bad, but it's slowly started to go down. And especially when he turned face at the beginning of 2022, before he feuded with Edge, he just did a lot of losing. And it just kind of set him down the card a bit, to the point where he was wrestling Cody for the world title earlier this year. And although they were excellent matches, yes, I never saw him winning one of them. And that's unfortunate, because that's how AJ Styles should be booked. I mean, yes, he is winding down. His body is breaking down. He's 47 years old now? Yeah, he's still 40. He's 47. His body's just not as well built as it was. I mean, he's still in great shape, but he's getting up there. He knows the end is coming. So the back and forth booking has been a little bit odd. I'm not going to deny. I like, though, how they tried to, transition back to being the face here. He was saying how grateful he was for Nashville. He was also mentioning how, yes, he had done some things he shouldn't have done this year. He even owns up to quitting whenever he feuded with Cody and lost in the I Quit match. And then he got interrupted by Carmelo Hayes. Teased the match of Carmelo Hayes. LA Knight came out, and of course, he's not going to admit that him and AJ are buddies. They really aren't, because, AJ's even said that LA Knight's ruthless. He went to his house, and he had a match with Carmelo Hayes, and if Carmelo Hayes could beat AJ Styles, then LA Knight would consider giving Carmelo Hayes a U.S. title shot. AJ, though, during the match, let's talk about this while we're here. AJ, during the match, seemingly suffered a legitimate ankle injury, because they had to stop the match, and he was unable to continue. But yet, they were really hyping it up throughout the night. It felt like there's a chance this may be a work with the whole ankle injury. It may not be legitimate. Some people are saying that they did not throw up the X when AJ got hurt. But it was weird because I felt like there was definitely a lot more that could have been in that match than in Carmelo Hayes. You could be saving it for pay-per-view. That is a pay-per-view match. You can maybe do a crown jewel maybe, or even build towards like Saturday night main event when that happens in December. I don't know. But yeah, strange booking. I don't know if that's the kind of, if it is a work to try to put a little bit of sympathy on AJ, or again, it could be a legitimate injury. We'll have to wait and see. But we'll see what happens with AJ as a face. I just don't know what's really left for him. I mean, would I see him win the world title again? Sure. I really, though, wish we would have seen him have a match with Roman Reigns while Roman was champion. Because, again, we haven't had a one-on-one match between those two since 2016. Before Roman even became the tribal chief. And when AJ was still kind of like finding his footing in WWE. And we had those, developing pieces. Now they're true stars, and they still haven't touched each other yet, which that is unfortunate. I could, though, see AJ maybe doing a brief run with TNA again before he retires. I wonder if he could have maybe done a brief stint in AEW, but I don't know. WWE always seemed like it was his end goal. And I think because he's made it here now, and he, of course, had a successful run, a Hall of Fame run for sure, I think he's a WWE lifer. Although, again, NXT is kind of having the crossover with TNA right now. So he could go down to NXT and have a few feuds, maybe. And it's also strange that Gallows and Anderson are down there, and they kind of silently, separated out the club, the OC. So I don't know if they're going to get them back together or not. I kind of think the whole thing's it's too late, I'd say, it's something to save. But we'll see what happens with AJ with this new face run. So what are your guys' thoughts on AJ Styles? Kind of random, but we'll see how it goes. Face turn on SmackDown tonight. Leave your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. And be sure also, as always, to slap a like on the video and subscribe for more content on my channel. Follow me on Twitter as well, The Club with the Man 93. You may also follow me on TikTok and Instagram at The Club with the Man 1993. And until then, guys, I'm checking out. I'll catch you guys all later. Have a great rest of your night. And please, as always, stay tuned for more WWE Turn Alert.
Turn Alert. Turn Alert.